Now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the webinar. We are going to be talking with Naveen from Dynamics eShop today. Just a few quick things before we get started. First, of course, we record this and all of our webinars. So if you want to watch this again, or if you want somebody else in your organization to see it, the recording will be up on our website by the end of the day. So that is Innovia.com. Also, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them into that question box and I will get them called out and answered for you. So without any further ado, Naveen, go right ahead.
Okay. Thanks, Abhay, and thanks for everybody's time to attend this webinar. So again, today our primary focus is to go over some of the e-commerce products and the web portal solutions that Dynamics eShop offers. So I'll just run through a few slides to just give you an overview of what eShop is and what all it comes out of the box. And also at the end, I'm gonna show you the real-time transactions between the website and NAV. So a full walkthrough and also the content management system, all the key features that e-commerce solutions need. Okay. So let me jump into the slides. What Dynamics eShop is. So it's a fully integrated e-commerce solution specifically built for NAV. So we offer a full out-of-the-box web store that real-time connects to your NAV system. So our solution is not just a connector, but it provides a full website front end for marketing as well as for the shopping cart and also for your web customer portal or for your sales people and service people. eShop utilizes NAV web services to communicate with NAV real time. So what that means is basically all the rich functionality that offered by NAV is readily available on the website. So any price logic, inventory logic, availability logic, and your promotions, discounts, all those are set up in NAV and only maintained in NAV. So if you have any customization to your NAV system, especially around price logic or around sales order areas, then those are honored automatically on the website because website is using the same engine to pull those pricing and inventory. So that makes it easy to maintain from an end user perspective because you don't need to maintain two databases for prices or inventory. And that eliminates a lot of like mismatch of prices or like you need to constantly updating the website. So we don't need to do any sync and batch process in this case. And eShop offers different modules. Again, like based on the user needs, they can utilize or purchase any one or combination of the modules. And a couple of the key modules that we offer is a B2B commerce. This is also used as a customer portal in some scenarios where your existing customers need access to website to place orders or track their existing orders or run any statement reports, or you wanted to give them access to some of the NAV reports. And they can also have a product specific catalog specifically for that customer. And they can also see their own inventory. So again, this is geared towards existing customers of the users. And B2C commerce, this is specifically for a retail or any consumer website where anybody can go to the website, register online, place orders, and they can pay online right away and check their order statuses, all the regular e-commerce solution that offers. And the sales portal, this one is primarily for internal or external salespeople. So if you have a salesperson on the field who doesn't have access to NAV, or if you don't want to give them access to NAV, then they can just go to the website. When they log in, they can see their own customers assigned to them in NAV, and they can place orders in behalf of the customer or check the order status or customer account management on the web portal. So pretty much he can do without anything in access to NAV. And the supplier vendor portal. So again, this is a vendor-driven portal. So primarily, if you want your vendors or suppliers to access the website and check their purchase quotes, purchase orders, purchase invoices, and also they can update the purchase quotes like RFQ, respond to the RFQ, download the RFQs, and also they can run all the NAV reports. So they can basically, any report that is available in NAV, like inventory report, vendor catalog report, vendor performance report, they can download from the portal. And all these are out-of-the-box solutions, but again, like we do offer any custom portal solution that are built over the NAV system, and also if they need any customizations to the existing portals. And the one last thing, the mobile commerce. Again, like these days, as you can imagine, every e-commerce or most of the e-commerce is happening through mobile. So all our websites are responsive. What that means is basically it's independent of a device. So let's say a user logs in or access the site via iPhone or iPad or Android phone, it automatically adjusts to that screen size. So you don't need to worry about like having it two sites, one for mobile, one for website. Our one website will automatically adjust to any screen sizes. The other key areas are components that are key to any e-commerce implementation or customer portal solution implementation is like the payment processing. Again, we offer out-of-the-box credit card integrations and PayPal integration. We also have integration to the ChargeLogic solution and Simcrest solution if you are using any NAV-based add-ons for credit cards. When it comes to shipping providers, we have real-time integration to FedEx, UPS, USPS, Canada Post, and some of the other key providers. But if you want any custom rate table, we do offer like custom rates in the back end for accessing, setting up rates based on the weight or volume. And you can also have integration to Lanham if you're using Lanham solutions. When it comes to the catalog and price management, as I mentioned earlier, everything begins in NAV. So you set up your categories, products, all the products will always originate in NAV, and the price and inventory is maintained like your standard NAV using your unit price or sales price tables or sales line discount tables. So all those are just maintained just like the same way as you do currently with NAV. But when it comes to like the pictures, long description, attachments, videos, any specifications of the product, more of a content related stuff are managed in our content management system. So we provide a full-fledged content management system where when you can enable what products to show on the website. So basically there is a checkbox in NAV. You can just check that box, and that will make the item visible on the website, and you can edit that right from the web portal. using the content management system. And same thing with the inventory, just standard NAV inventory, and we can display multiple warehouses or just one warehouse or combination of warehouses. And we can also display quantity on hand or the availability. So when it comes to the tax providers, we do use standard NAV tax table. So if a customer is using the standard NAV tax setup, then we automatically pull the taxes from NAV during the checkout process. So you don't need to maintain different tax rates or different tax setups for the website. We just utilize what is in NAV. And if you're using any Avalara or CCH taxes, we have integration to those systems where we can pull directly that information during the release process. And the online order management. So again, this is where the My Account section where customer can log in and access his information like his balance information, his addresses book, and the open orders, closed orders, order statuses, and they can also run any NAV report. So if you wanted to give them access to customer statement report, invoice report, or trial balance reports, or service orders or job reports, any reports that are related to customer website. One of the key differentiators or key things about our account order management is it doesn't matter where the order is created. Like let's say one order comes from NAV, one order comes from EDI, and some orders come from phone or fax. At the end of the day, all these orders are in NAV. So eShop uses NAV to pull all the orders. So it's real time. So basically we don't need to do any sync or batch process. If the order is in NAV, then it will display in the My Account section. And if somebody is updating the order, like doing a partial shipments or changing the status or adding the tracking information in NAV for a order, all those will be visible to the customer right away. And we also support the email management. So when a customer orders, when a customer registers, when an order ships from NAV, emails will go out with tracking information and order information details. Those are all standard out-of-the-box features. And here are some of our customers, a few of our customer list. And one exciting and a new thing that Microsoft released last year is Dynamics 365. So our solution is also ready for Dynamics 365, and it will be available to download from the App Source. And we also offer the eShop add-on as a extension. So from 2016 onwards, we support extensions, so you can just simply install and uninstall on your own the extension. So it makes it easy. And one good thing is we did not customize much in NAV. Only 7 objects are modified in NAV. So that way, for future upgrades and stuff, it becomes very easy to upgrade. Okay. I think that's it with the slides. I'll jump right into the product demonstration. Let me minimize this and let me. So here is a demo site that I'm going to be using. So again, like when it comes to the look and feel, we offer different templates. So the customer has a choice to pick whatever template they want to base their site on, or if they want, they can customize layouts. So if they wanted to do their own custom layouts, they can build that on their own, and we can implement that on the website. So basically, like pretty much the home screen or the entire website look and feel is completely configurable or customizable. And we also offer like different plugins and themes. So those are all available from the third-party vendors also. So there are huge gallery of collections that you can download and use on our website. Okay, so let's quickly run through a few key elements on the home page, and then we'll do some real-time integrations with NAV. So when it comes to the website, so we do support like a full text search. So if you want to search, you just type anything and it will list all the items based on the keyword that you're typing. So let's say if you're looking for watch, then I can see all the watches in the website. So we support full text search and suggested search based on what they are typing. And they can also search based on the categories. So they can search only within the category. So the search is pretty flexible. They can search based on the SKU number. And when it comes to the look and feel here on the menu structure, so this is one way of representing like homepage products or your categories. So within the categories, like we have like different subcategories, and these are maintained in NAV and displayed on the website. And we added a layer for maintaining the web categories, so you can have like different levels of categories. So standard NAV, you have only 2 levels, but with eShop, you can have multiple levels of categories. And again, like this representation can be in a list view, or these can be represented right on the menu structure. So you can easily change that from the back end. I'll show that when I'm in the back. And when it comes to the brands, again, like these can be manufacturers or brands. So we have integration to standard NAV manufacturers, and the customers has the ability to search based on the brands. And again, like new products, mega menu topics. So these, we give the flexibility for the user to build own menus. Like these can be editable from the back, and they can add their own content. So if they have like about us page or any custom promotions going on, they can build their own topics pages, and this can be displayed on a menu. My account section and all these are standard links to their account and sale item links. So the essence is like the menu items are configurable from the back end, which one you wanted to show, which one you wanted to not show, you can choose that from the back end. And the banners, so we support like a very flexible banner or slider system. So you can have any number of banners on any pages. So basically you can display banners based on home page or category page or product pages, and these can be scheduled. So if you have like 1 week promotion going on, you can schedule only 1 week, the banner for 1 week. And you can schedule the banners based on the user login. So if you have specific customer based banners you wanted to show, or based on the salesperson, you can select the banners based on the user type. And featured categories, again, like these categories are standard categories, but you can enable them to show on the home page. So if you have like any key categories that you want to display on the website, you can just check a box and that will display on the website, on the home page. Same thing with the featured products. So these products can be enabled from the back end to show on the home page. So pretty much if you have any special product or special prices, you can display those on the home page. We also support news section, and we also support like custom any pages that you wanted to display on the home page. And we also support jCarousel. jCarousel is nothing but like a bunch of items where it will automatically scroll through from the home page. And you can have multiple jCarousels, and these can be on the home page or can be on the category pages. So these are just like widgets. And we support integrations to the social media, social networking sites, and also the newsletter subscribers. So people can subscribe to the newsletter, and you have the ability to send out campaign emails to the subscribers. The backend, again, like the footer is also user definable, so you can add different layers of links to the footer. And let me jump into the top. And we do support like the chat system. So if you have, I don't think I have this enabled, but if I have a connection to my web server, then it will just show the chat window. So we do support live person chat and also other plugins for the chat facility. And we do support like multi-currency and multi-language features. So let me jump into one of the categories here. So before I jump into category, let me quickly show how the site looks on a mobile. So if you see, sorry about that. When I minimize the site to a iPad size, it has 2 columns and the menu is changed. And let's say if I shrink it more than to a phone size, then it automatically adjusts everything to render based on the screen size. So that way users can just navigate the site easily on the website. And here is the menu structure. So we can easily browse a different view on each device. So that's how the responsive sites work, basically based on the screen size, it automatically adjusts to that. So if you want to use this site as a mobile application, you can pretty much build the site and the salespeople or the service people can just use this on the field. Let me jump into this category watches. And here is a watch category, and I have some subcategories under that and also some products under that. On the left side, you can see we support the full attribute filtering. So based on the attributes or specification of the product, the left navigation is automatically built for filtering. So now let's say I wanted to filter and see only bracelet watches, then I can see only the bracelet. So basically based on the attributes of this product, it created this filtering on the left side. And these specifications, you can add them directly in NAV. So we support the standard NAV attributes and for the new 2017, but we also added a separate table for the old versions. Okay, let's pick this particular item. And I wanted to concentrate on prices and inventory first. So right now I'm not logged in. So this is like a B2C site. Anybody can view or browse the site. Again, you can restrict the site not accessible. If you want it to be a closed site only for B2B, then we can force everybody to log in before they can access the catalog or prices or anything. And the prices and the inventory stock you can display or not display based on the login. So right now, let's take this particular item, 70081. And you can see the quantity of 28 and the prices of 285, a list price and a discounted price of 250. Let's see how that's driven. So going to maybe I need to re-log in. So let me quickly re-log in. So I'm trying to access the backend. That's the NAV system. So I'm jumping into the items. And here is the item that we are looking online. And the quantity. So we are not just showing the quantity on hand on the website, but we are utilizing standard NAV availability to dictate what's available at that moment based on the quantity on hand, quantity on sales order, quantity on incoming purchase orders or production orders. So the website is basically looking at that 196 minus 168, and that is what displayed as 28 in stock. And we can show the stock number or not. We can easily hide that. But if you just wanted to show in stock or limited stock based on the net thresholds, we can display that. And we can also display multi-location quantity display. That's how the quantity works. So let's say if somebody else is placing order on the website, then right away that quantity number will decrease when this user refreshes the website. So let's look at the prices. So we are showing the unit price as the list price, and let's see if there are any promotions going on. And so we can see that for all customers, there is a $250 price. So that's why on the website you see there is a strike of 285 and 250 as the promotion price. Let's say for some reason you wanted to change this price to 240, and on the website, once I refresh this, you'll immediately see that updated price. So any changes happening in NAV for the prices are actually real-time available on the website. And let's say if I log in as this particular specific customer. So I'll log in as this particular user, and you'll see the $200 price. So let me log in. This particular login is associated to 10,000 customers. I'll show that in a second. And here is my watch, and you can see that price of 200 is displayed based on the login. So earlier for all customers, it was 240, and now it's 200 to this specific customer. So we do show any price logic when it comes to customer group, campaigns, or all customer prices, whatever NAV offers when it comes to the prices are displayed on the website. And we do support the volume discounts, min, max level discounts that you set up in NAV. And while we are at this topic in NAV, I wanted to quickly show how that user was set up. So in the nav, so I logged in as Naveen at Dynamics eShop, and that particular user is tied to the 10,000 customers. So you can have multiple logins against the same customer. So if one of your customer has 10 buyers, then they can have their own logins and they can place orders in behalf of their company. And we do support salesperson login, I'll show that when I log in as a salesperson, but this is where you can set up a salesperson login and associate them to the salesperson code in NAV. And let's jump into the backend here, or front end of the site. When it comes to the product images, so we do support multiple products, and the zoom, all that standard NAV standard e-commerce features that are needed these days. And when it comes to the descriptions, we do support like tabbing feature where you can set up different tabs for different data. So on the overview tab, we have a custom description, formatted description, and a video. And we do have a tab for features, setting instructions. So if you have any like documentation or specific PDF that you wanted to associate, how-to videos, all those can be associated in one of the tab or on the main view tab. So you can associate all that. And the specifications, so these are the filters that were automatically shown on the left navigation that we can utilize for filtering. So these are also set up in the backend NAV or in the content management system. So we do support reviews. So if you wanted to enable the review feature, those can be set up from the backend, and based on the admin approval, they will display on the website. Standard contact us. So let's see how this item descriptions and tabs are working. So I wanted to quickly jump into the content management system, and this is where like I can access like the backend of the website. So if you wanted to add or edit some of the content related stuff, you can add that or update that from the eShop admin. So for the products, I just wanted to go to that particular product. And on the product itself, and this screen is accessible from the NAV, from the item card. There are buttons to access them directly to this screen from NAV. So if user wants to update like long description, they can just click a button and that will take them to the screen. And this is where like you can update, like insert videos, images, links, or whatever updates you wanted to do to the description of the products. And this is just like a Word format, so pretty much you can copy paste from existing website or any other formats you have. And we also support like the source code if you wanted to put any HTML scripts or tags. Then you have full control of that source code also on each item. We support a full search engine optimization for individual product level. So each product you can set up your own keywords, the meta description, the titles, and you can have different web URL based on the site. Pictures, so again, like you can load multiple pictures against the product. Category mapping, so each product can be associated to multiple categories, so that product will show in different areas. And manufacturer mapping, so the product can be associated to different manufacturer brands, then it will display on that brand drop down. Specifications, so these specifications are maintained in the specification tab, like all the size, colors, or band type, material, attributes basically. And we do support like the multi-variant features. So I'll show an item where we have multiple drop downs, especially like apparel. We do support like size, color, style, different drop downs, and those are associated to NAV variants. I'll pick an item and show that in a second. And we do support like restricting products based on the login. So if you wanted to have specific product catalog by a customer or by a customer group, then you can restrict the products or categories based on the access control. And we do support multi-store. So if you wanted to have multiple stores with one database, then we can support multiple stores with one database. Related products. So on the product, you had the related products on the bottom. So those are basically maintained here. So if you wanted to quickly see that related products. So the related products, so if you wanted to show any related products, you can manage that list. And we also support the cross-sell. So these will show up on the checkout. So on the shopping cart, it will also suggest like upsell and cross-sell items. Associated products, we do support like group products like multi-unit of measure. So if you have a item set up with multiple unit of measures in NAV, those will display as each as packs on one screen. So I'll show you a sample on that item. And tabs. So the tabs are the one that you are seeing on the home page, and those can be maintained from here. So that's with the managing the products from the back end. But let me run through a transaction. So I wanted to pick this particular item and add it to the cart. And here is the item, and you can see the price. And also for this particular customer, for this item, there was a line discount. So we support full discounts features that are offered in NAV. So if there is any line discounts, that will automatically show up as a line discount on the website. And we do support like shipping notes or any comments, and these will go straight into the NAV standard comments table. And the invoice discount, so if you set up any customer specific invoice discounts, those will also show on the website. So pretty much at this point, we covered all the price, discount, and promotions logic offered in NAV. On top of that, we added a coupon layer. So if you wanted to create coupons like buy one, get one free, or buy two, get one off, all those different types of coupons, those can be set up in NAV, and those can also be used in NAV. And that will give them discounts on the website. Gift cards. So these are set up again in the eShop admin. Customer can buy a gift card, or store owners can give a gift card, issue a gift card, and that can be used on the website. We do support the rate shopping, and this rate shopping is basically integrated to real-time FedEx, UPS, or different services, and that will display the rates based on the setup. Let me check out on this particular item, and the shipping addresses, all these addresses are coming straight from NAV. So if customer is adding a new address or updating the existing address, or if the NAV user is updating the address, all those will be stored only in the NAV ship to address table. Same thing with the bill tool. And when it comes to the shipping methods, these are basically driven from the backend, which one we enable. So if you wanted to enable different methods within that carrier, so you can do that from the backend. And we also support like third-party collect, where you can collect the account number from the customer, and you can use that on the sales order. And for the B2B, right now I logged in as a B2B, so I have different payment methods. And this payment method, like we have integration to ChargeLogic, check, PayPal, or credit cards. For now, I'll just use the PO. And next, And once I confirm this, I'll get a order number straight from NAV. So this order number is generated by NAV. So if I jump into NAV and look for standard sales orders, and here is the standard NAV sales order that is created when we confirm it on the website. And you can see that price is honored, the same price what we were showing, the line discounts that's on the website, and the shipping charges that were charged on the website. So the only difference is that this order is shown as a web order. So there is a checkbox which is checked for all the web orders. Other than that, there is really no change or difference between a regular order and a web order. Let's say somebody changes the quantities in NAV, and let's say they add tracking information in NAV. So when the customer views his order details, he will see all the updates, like the update of quantity that we made in NAV and the tracking information we did added in NAV. All that changes are real-time applied to the website, so they can see how much has been shipped. So if there are any partial shipments or stuff, they can view those partial shipments. And the customer also have the ability to reorder from the existing orders, or they can print as PDF or print as regular order confirmation. And the customer, the B2B customer, has the ability to look at the their information, like the balance information. This is real time coming from NAV customer table. So if there is any transaction or changes, it will immediately reflect on the website. They have the ability to update or add the shipping addresses, transactions. So here they can view all the transactions, invoice, credit memos, payments, and if they wanted to pay the invoice from the website, they can use the pay invoice feature directly from the website. So for the existing open invoices. Open order, closed orders, all these are the standard open orders from NAV, and closed orders are the invoices coming from the standard sales invoice header table. So if an order is closed, it goes into invoice state, and those are all displayed in the invoicing tab. Purchase orders, again, if right now I logged in as customer, I'm displaying the purchase orders also, but if I log in as a vendor, I can see only the purchase order related. These are user-based permissions, so you can show different links for different users. So for vendor portal side that I talked earlier that we support, is one of the features is displaying the purchase orders. And when I go into the purchase orders, we have the capability to display all the purchase related stuff. And I think on this one, I don't have the edit capability, but we do support like editing the lines or adding the comments as to the purchase order screen. So one of the key features that is pretty powerful is the report. So we do support any NAV report. So basically, if you have a NAV report, that can be just added to the web portal, and that will just generate a PDF of NAV report. So this is powerful if you wanted to give your customer access to downloading the invoices, sales codes, or written orders, anything that is in NAV. You can basically just enable that, and it will automatically show without any customizations. We can display any report on the website, like service orders, like job related stuff, commission reports. All those reports are available. And the B2B customer also has the ability to add new logins on their own instead of calling your company to add a new user for them. So that's with a new existing B2B customer. Let's say if I'm a brand new customer and I wanted to register on a website, on your website, and place orders. So I'll just do. So I will just register as a new customer and quickly place an order. And I'll just register and place order, and I'll show what happens in the NAV. So let's pick the same item, the watch, and you'll see the price is different now. It's at 250, 240. And if I jump into the shopping cart, checkout, you'll see only the ship to address that we had and the bill to address based on the address they entered during the registration. And the payment method, you'll see that they have only two options, like the credit card or PayPal, and we also support like the loyalty programs like reward points and stuff. So for now, I'll just use the credit card. Okay, that's my standard. So once I place this order, again, like I get an order number from NAV, and let's look at how this order got created and which customer it used. So here is the new sales order that just created, and you can see that it created a brand new customer in NAV, and I can go into the customer and I can see that this is a web customer that created during the registration process, and it created the order against that particular user that it just created. And it also creates a user in NAV, so you can see all the users that are registered online and that are maintained. If you wanted to reset the password or help them with their account, you have all that information in the backend. So that's with like a B2C customer. And let me quickly log in as a salesperson. And you'll see the salesperson, we have a drop down to select the customer. So the salesperson has the ability to look at one customer and see their prices. So if I look at a selected customer, and I can see my this watch price is 200 based on that 10,000. But if I pick a different customer, then I'll have a different price displaying on the website. So basically, based on the selection, the site acts as if that particular customer logged in, and entire site prices inventory will display based on that particular customer. And also when we place order, it will go against that particular customer based on who we selected. So salesperson has the full capability to manage his account, view his information, view his transactions if there are any, and change customer and see a different customer information on the portal. And quickly, earlier I talked about the different types of items that we support. So we do support like multiple drop downs, right? So let's say, pick a t-shirt, and this has like different drop downs for size, color, and these are associated to one variant in NAV. So in NAV, we have a full support for variants. And we have this item variations where you can specify what drop downs you want, like gender, size, color, and that will automatically build the variants. Again, like this feature is powerful for people who are using variants in the system and have different drop downs, and that will automatically pick up that different drop downs and select the proper variants. And we also support like full unit of measure, so you can enable only one unit of measure or multiple unit of measures. And we do support like kit items, like configurators. So if I have a product in here called configurator, so the configurator item, for this we use the standard bill of materials, and it automatically creates a assembly order when somebody selects different options and creates a order for that configurator item. So in NAV, creates a sales line, a sales order, as well as the configure assembly order. Okay, and that's with the front end. Let me quickly spend 5 minutes on the back end, and then we'll leave it to questions and we can wrap up. So from the content management perspective, as an admin user, you can add different marketing pages. So if you wanted to have like bunch of marketing pages, like for advertisement or just for company information purposes, you can create different pages from the back end. And let's say like I wanted to have like a help page or whatever, like a customer service page, and then we can just create like a customer service page, and you can add a different content. Literally, you can copy paste if you have something in the NAV or sorry, in your existing website. So this is just like a Word format, right? So you can insert videos, images, or format it anyway. And that will create a link for you, and that creates a website page. So pretty much you can build any number of web pages without any programming skills. You can create your own marketing pages. And we also support like the live chat and stuff that I was talking about. Like we have integration to Google Analytics for analytics of your site, the live person chat, and the sliders on the home page, filters. All these are like plugins that you can manage from the back end. So quickly, let's say I wanted to change how my categories are displayed on the home page. Instead of like an image view, I wanted to display them as a list view. Like I'll just change that categories in a list view when I change this. And let's say I wanted to also do one other change, change the color scheme of my site. And instead of that, I'll just do purple. And like now, let's say if I go into the site, you'll see that the site color scheme is changed, and in my product view earlier I had images view, but now I have the list view with the category wise or by manufacturers wise. So there are many things that you can do from the back end, like the sliders and stuff that I was talking earlier. You can set up multiple sliders on the home page, and you can edit those sliders and add different sliders, as well as you can display the sliders in different areas. Like if you wanted to show a slider on the home page or on the category pages or on the left navigation. So all that different areas that you can pick for when you want to display category, the banner. And you can schedule those in different times, conditions. You can set up based on the customer login and based on the products, different banners based on different stores and stuff. And the promotions are like the newsletter subscribers. So this is where you can see all the newsletters that are subscribed, and you can send out like the campaigns. You can create new campaigns and stuff and send out a campaign email to all the customers. And on the dashboard, you can see like the stats of the products that purchased and the total order dollar value, all that information, just like in a one glance. Okay, I think there's a lot more to cover, but I think this is a good point for me to stop and just leave and see if there are any questions at this point.
We do have a question. Is there links to a manual or video training for the look and feel design part of the site or customizing the template?
Yes, there is a there are a couple of videos, and also there is a front-end design documentation, a PDF document that you can use to customize that.
Okay, great. And I don't have any more questions at the moment. Just a reminder, go ahead and type in those questions if you've got them. And we have recorded this session, so it's going to be up on our website by the end of the day. And of course, the website is innovia.com. And let's see. Naveen, it looks like that is all of our questions.
Okay, great. I'll think we can end the session, or if you want, we can leave for a few more minutes that I have. So
I think we're good on the questions, so I'm going to go ahead and thank everybody for attending today. We do look forward to seeing you on our next webinar. And Naveen, thank you so much.
Thanks, Abby. And again, like if any customer have questions after this, they can shoot email to you, and you can forward it to me, Abby.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on the next webinar.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.